love sweet God Manga. Lobster's a 10 on don't you grab it. This video is brought to you by T-Blocks. Enjoy the content now, but stay for the shilling later. Hey, welcome everyone!
Hey!
It's Lobster Mag and Friends. I'm here with my buddy...
That's Lobster over there.
Yeah, Goro... I'm here with my buddy Goro Gregoro and Zavul, and we have this awesome software that we're using, and they are going to use it to its fullest extent to use freaking sticker things. Zavul is not feeling so hot right now, unfortunately. He's,
I'm gonna try and communicate mostly through these terrible fucking stickers and probably giving both of you the finger just so much.
So, we are incredibly late, but hey, this week there was no manga, so we got to all kind of catch up. New Year's will do that to you, but so this is chapters of 889 and 890 of One Piece. It's the name of the treasure in the Grand Line. So, what did you guys think of this past week's One Piece? I mean, on one hand, like, it was, a little bit of arc fatigue, but I did appreciate the absolute desperate...
I approved.
It has your seal of approval?
Yeah, it does, actually.
And it's got a unicorn from Scott. So, one thing I did love is the sort of desperation, the oh shit, Big Mom is on the ship and she is fucking shit up, like, horribly. And I'm almost kind of wondering, do you think Oda has the balls of steel to kill the Sunny in this arc?
No.
No? Why not? Here's my argument of why I think the Sunny should die.
Really?
I mean, I have a feeling he probably won't because it's been built up as the big friendship ship that's going to, like, sail them to the new world, and it's part of Frankie's dream, and it's got, like, made by that, like, special, like, Everwood or some crap. Like if Oda, like, had that, like, whole explanation about why the wood was so special, I think it would have a stronger chance of being destroyed, but because we have that, there's lesser chance, but I like to think it'll get destroyed. Now, here's my logic for why. I think it's going to get blown up because, you could say that we're like 3/4 of the way through One Piece. They had like a small ship to sort of like take them through the first part of their journey. It gets blown up. Now they're on like the first, the third, and throughout this arc, we're sort of getting the lesson that like, Luffy and the Straw Hats are not ready to take on the Yanko. Luffy's like realizing this, that like, he can barely stand up to Big Mom. He has to fight Dogtooth as like this sort of like test to like try and expand his horizons, because if he can't beat this guy, then what right does he have to like try and fight to become Pirate King? So he's sort of like facing his limitations in a person who's just better at his gimmick in every single way. So in that way, like the Thousand Sunny is still kind of like a smaller ship versus like a gigantic war galley, which you'd think that he would have. So my logic is that like if Going Merry is the small ship and Thousand Sunny is like the medium ship, then this would be a really good time to sort of show the limitations of the Straw Hat Pirates, kill the Thousand Sunny, and then you can have an intermediary arc before they go to Wano, where they get like their war galley, which will take them, to the next world and beyond.
I really think it's too soon for the Sunny. Like, this is Thousand Sunny needs to live at this point. Like, it's going through a little bit of struggle right now, and I think that's good for it, but I don't think it should die right away right now.
Yeah, and Shanks doesn't, as far as we know, doesn't have one of those giant fucking ships.
His ship's pretty big, though. It's kind of biggish. It's big. It's like a medium to big. I mean, it's not huge, but...
I forget what Shanks' ship is.
They have shown a ship like once or twice. I feel like it was bigger than the Thousand Sunny, at least. Although, as far as we know, Shanks only has like, that one ship. And I do like that. I do love the idea that the Red Hair Pirates is just like this super elite guy elite crew of like guys with terrible character designs. That are just like so badass that they don't need an armada.
But, and that's a cool idea for one of the Yonkous. Just like be a bunch of like cool dudes, but not like a whole army of cool dudes.
So,
just
so,
like
so you
handful.
both like are of the opinion that you think the Sunny's gonna like survive, and that you think I'm completely wrong with my prediction and my instinct.
I think it makes sense that it should take some damage at the very least from Big Mom like entering on the big ship on on Thousand Sunny, but not to like completely destroy it. I don't want to see Thousand Sunny destroyed. I liked Thousand Sunny. I don't want to see another ship destroyed.
I don't know. I'm always like, for me, like the best things in One Piece are when like shit gets real and like the Straw Hats and like I would love to see like them go through that sort of trauma of like Luffy's arrogance losing them their home.
It's just too soon. Too soon, man.
What do you mean too soon? You've had years to like get over the going merry.
Not enough time. Not enough time.
But all right, so suffice to say that though, it sounds like both of you enjoyed the sort of desperation of just seeing like Big Mom and the frickin' Straw Hat Pirates desperately fighting to fend her off.
Yeah.
Because that was like, I've heard some people argue that like it felt like it feels completely like bullshit that the Straw Hat should be able to fend off a Yanko. But to me, I love the sort of like desperation where it feels like they're like pulling out every single thing that they have to like just survive this onslaught of this woman who is thrashing their home. And Big Mom looks like a complete badass in her skinny form with her fucking super sword, and she just keeps on coming.
I mean, she kind of looks like Baba Yaga.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
oh my god, remember we used to take Russian fairy tales together?
Oh, that famous course where you like begged the teacher to like doing the work is hard.
That was quite the class. That we had to pull out all the stops to fight Baba Yaga in that class.
You mean fight your laziness?
Yeah.
Fight your epic Trumpian laziness?
I wouldn't call my laziness Trumpian.
I don't know.
that was a different time, okay? That was a time when I had to do courses that I didn't like.
Sure, man. That's what the liberal arts colleges sign up for. They make you do things to expand your freaking horizons. But anyway, so it seems like generally, like you guys both had a very positive reception of this chapter. You definitely enjoying seeing like Big Mom fuck shit up.
I also fucking love Nami just terrifying Zeus. That was amazing.
That was.
Does that confirm it that she's now like in possession of Zeus now? Like she seems like, because at the very first it seemed like, okay, this could be a thing, but maybe not, because
it's looking like it's 80% more like a thing, because she's got him submitted and she's like, oh, now you're my slave. You can't do anything about it. So that would be a pretty cool power up.
They wouldn't pull that stunt like 2 times in a row without without the consequences being like finalized or something, right? With Zeus. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably not. Yeah, it feels. I can accept it as a good power up that she like just takes Zeus along with her. I'd be perfectly happy with that.
So that means like they shouldn't really kill off Big Mom, because then Zeus would kind of like dissipate.
Well, they're not going to kill off Big Mom. Like, one, she's like this invulnerable, ridiculous badass, and 2, Straw Hats never kill their villains. Although, it's kind of interesting in the previous chapter though, when like whatchamacallit, Beige is like, oh, you gotta put the cake with bombs and poisons and explosives.
Oh god, I love that. Oh my god. I was hoping to get Scott's reaction to that. Like that, I love that dynamic between Beige and Sanji.
And Sanji's just like, my honor as a cook, I will defeat her with my skills of incredible pastriness versus just, but part of me was thinking like, come on, man, you tried to shoot her with stupid bazookas, you tried bombs and poisons, it didn't work. Just
why not just try good old fashioned cooking instead?
Well, it didn't work, man. You had your bombs, you had your fucking poisons. Poisons don't work on like high level One Piece people. You should know that at this point.
Oh man, I wanted to bring that up when I read that. Like, when I did, I was like so happy with that little moment. It just like, it feels like that scene almost like wrote itself with like how Sanji's character's built up and how Beiji's character's built up. It's kind of a great interaction.
It was a fun little interaction. I did love him like giving him the whipped cream, and then Beiji's like, ah, he has like the Shogeki no Soma foodgasm without stripping off of the clothes.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see like just from that reaction, like Beiji's now kind of like, what the hell did you do to me? You fucking sick cook. At the same time, he respects Sanji's abilities now.
I do love it how like Sanji's like ability as a cook is like being tested so much that he's gonna make the most delicious thing ever. This is the best thing of his entire cooking career. It's in this one cake.
Yeah.
Which is a great little sort of climax to the year and a half of Sanji that we've gotten. All right, so let's unfortunately, poor Zavul is like, you're doing a great job interacting with the silent Zavul and then croaking out when it's really important and using the stickers. Kawaii! Oh, so kawaii! So, what would you rate these chapters?
These past chapters, pretty fun. Solid.
Thumbs up.
I give them both 8s.
I think that's fair. I think it's a fair. I'd give the second one maybe an 8.5 because I like the desperation a lot more. I like it when the Straw Hats are like desperately fending off Big Mom, and I like seeing how outgunned they are.
Forget how this one concludes. Like, oh yeah, sorry. Oh my god. Oh fuck!
What
blanked out on me.
What? Who? Give me a detail. I can jot your memory.
Postman.
Who? Postman?
Fishman.
Oh, Jinbei.
Jinbei. Oh my god, Jinbei pushing off Big Mom like that. It kind of really showed off his, his Straw Hat pirateness by like pushing off a Yonko off the ship.
He's really freaking useful. Like, I'm kind of curious to see what the official like power tier is because I feel like he's more versatile than Sanji and Zoro.
Yeah, I guess he was Shippuden.
Yeah. He's he's great in water. He's super
he's
strong.
Really loyal to the Straw Hats right now. He's just like, I can't go back to Luffy. Knowing that his ship is gonna be destroyed.
Although I did love that like scene in like the chapter before that where he says we might have to scuttle the ship, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, are you serious? This shit is going down.
Scuttle the ship?
Yeah, like abandoned ship, like run away because Big Mom's gonna thrash it.
Well, where would they go? Like, the little smaller ships. I guess,
yeah, like the little smaller ships. Frankie built in. Like
the submarine thing.
I don't know. There's still part of me that's like hoping that like, that they like. I could see that because like I've read an interview or it's a rumor that supposedly Oda says we're not getting to Wano until like a year and a half from now, which I call bullshit on. Except if Oda does one of two things. If Oda, we get a Reverie arc after Big Whole Cake Island finally finishes up. And then we get like, you know, a search for the new ship arc, which is like a short thing before they go to Wano. That I could sort of see it taking like a year and a half to get to Wano. I hope it doesn't take that long, because I think, you know,
the Reverie I can see like taking a long time, maybe.
No, the Reverie is not going to take that long. Like that's one thing when like Oda like actually gives you the shit you really want. He's usually really short and sweet and doesn't overstay its welcome. Like remember the fight between Ace and Blackbeard? We've been waiting for that for years, literally years, and that was only like maybe chapter and a half, 2 chapters, 1 episode of the anime.
I mean, yeah, historically he has done it like that, but you know, if we're really gonna like wait a year and a half to Wano, I mean, there's Zoro and Robin, like Robin and Zoro are going to Wano right now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Everyone, all the Straw Hats are not with them now. Are all Wano setting up their base.
Yeah, like we need. Like,
there's also an arc where they have to get Marco the Phoenix back, apparently, supposedly.
I don't know. I can't be away from those Straw Hats that long. Like, a year and a half is a long time.
Don't you remember when we were away from Sanji for like 2 years because we were like stuck in Dressrosa?
Holy shit.
Remember, Dressrosa is 100+ chapters. It is still the longest arc in the entire series.
Oh my god. It was Sanji, Nami, and Chopper, right?
Yep.
All 3 of them were like away for a really long time.
For a really long time. Like at least 60+ chapters.
Holy crap. Yeah. And it wasn't even like that long within the One Piece time frame.
Yeah, that was ridiculous because like the Dressrosa took place over like the course of like 24 hours. And like, you know, over the course of these hundreds of manga chapters, we saw like this 24-hour event unfold.
Man, I never read the Dressrosa chapters. I only like watched the anime. Like,
well, it was just as long there as it was in the anime.
I imagine so. I kind of wonder how it would feel like reading it all at once in the manga now.
I don't know. I've heard like different opinions that sometimes people like the material coming back to it, seeing it all to flow together versus week from week. But that's like the sort of experience like I wouldn't endure myself unless I was like, you know, guiding someone else through the series.
But usually do that with anime, not with like manga, right?
Yeah. Some people read the manga. I don't know. I still think Dressrosa is too long. I hope Whole Cake Island doesn't get too long. I'm afraid of it. But you know, these were 2 decent chapters. Definitely more positive than some of the like more drag-outy stuff we've been getting. So yeah, I think that finishes up our thoughts. Any final thoughts from you two?
Big Mom is scary.
I will say I am pleased with like how well Oda's lived up to the hype of Big Mom. Because like you know, when he sets up the Yankow, you know, they've got like pretty big shoes to fill, and so far she's like pretty much, you know, met and exceeded any expectation I had for her. She's got a cool devil fruit ability. She's got a great terrifying backstory. She's got this like imposing presence of sheer dominating willpower. And she's got probably one of the most weird, unique dreams out of any villain character in One Piece.
Yeah.
Like, and the bar has been hit so well with Big Mom, I'm kind of worried about Kaido. Because, like, he gets a great introduction, but, like, the first scene we saw with him was, like, pretty kind of generic.
Oh, where he's just like, I can't kill myself because I'm invincible.
Well, it's the scene where he's like hanging around with his like goons, and he's like, I'm really drunk, and then he's like, oh, he's a depressed drunk, oh, he's an angry drunk, and then he puts like a picture of like Luffy on like this villain's guy's face, and then he hits him with a club, and he like knocked.
I don't remember that scene.
It was a while ago, but it happened. Zavil, you remember that? Yeah, Zavil remembers it.
Was that before or after he like jumped off like the cloud?
This is
island?
way after he jumps off the Cloud Island. It's not a very long scene.
God, I don't remember that at all.
It's a really because it's not a good scene. It's not a good scene. And
Zavel, do you remember this?
He remembers it. He nodded. Right? You remember to that, right? Zavel? That scene with yeah. We know you're a pretty princess. Well, the point is that like a guy hitting someone with the club, isn't like the most cool or intimidating thing to do. Feels like very like East Blue. It feels like something you'd see in the East Blue saga.
Okay.
And like, for like a Yanko guy, he needs to have a better thing of intimidation or strength as opposed to like just hitting a guy with a club. But we'll see. Yeah. He's a cool character design. Oda doesn't usually do a good job of like letting down. I can't think of anything that he's built up that he let down. So, I'm sure he'll be good.
Yeah. I think a Big Mom is probably is it Oda's first like major
female villain?
Like, female villain, yeah.
I guess since Alvida. I mean, there've been minor. There hasn't been like a big boss female villain, so I guess he's sort of the big.
Maybe first... like Boa Hancock, sort of.
She was like barely counted. She barely got to be any villainous.
But then turned out to be like obsessed with Luffy at the end of it all.
Like most of them have been like sub commanders, but I guess she's like the biggest bad villain, and she's been great.
Yeah, kind of like how she's handled in One Piece so far, so it's pretty nice.
I love her. Literally fuck the world and produce my freak offspring plan so they can all go to giant big tea party table because I have this like freaking issue about giants.
Yeah, she's like basically fuck giants.
Yep. All right, so Zavel, 8.5 for you for these two chapters. I guess yes. That's what your pirate hat stands for.
Pirate hat stands for 8 and 8.5, obviously.
Okay. All right. So thank you for hanging out with us. Check out the sponsor. Use the power of T-Blocks to cure your bronchitis. If you buy T-Blocks, maybe Zavel will be able to speak next time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. So, all right. So thanks for hanging out with us. And remember, lobsters and tennis, but don't you grab it. Do you like clothes but hate shopping? Then T-Blocks is the subscription service for you. But I know what you're thinking. But Lobster, how is that any different than Loot Crate or the other subscription services? Well, T-Blocks sends you t-shirts, which is clothing, which is actually useful, unlike the useless swag junk that Loot Crate keeps peddling on gullible schmucks. And this isn't just knockoff brand crap. T-Blocks hooks you up with licensed shirts for all the stuff you love, because you need clothes. How else are you going to keep your puny human man flesh protected from the elements? T-shirts are useful for any occasion. Wear them, give them to friends, give them to enemies, knit them together, make a quilt. T-shirts are life. And you know the best part? It'll only cost you $6.99. That's right, you can get 12 shirts sent to you for once a month for only $6.99. And you know what? If ultra cheap licensed goods are too basic for you, then there's also the Community T-Block set, which features original designs from the best up-and-coming artists, so you can keep that hipster street cred. But I'm here to save you even more money! Use the code LOBSTERTBX at checkout, and you'll save 10% on any order. Be a t-shirt wearing god amongst mortals. Use the power of the most expensive seafood to get you the cheapest t-shirts now! Lobsters made